Hi everyone, my name is Martha and today I'm going to demonstrate how I use BERNINA Foot number 64. This foot can accommodate a straight stitch, so I'll be sewing this with a straight stitch. I'm going to go ahead and clip this foot onto my machine. I find that when working with the hammer feet, it's beneficial to have a few inches of thread tails. So if you're someone who usually uses the automatic thread cutter, go ahead and get yourself a couple inches of both your bobbin and top thread. I'm using just a nice cotton lawn for this demo, and I'm going to be using it with the face side down. With the hammer feet, you're always working with the back of your fabric facing up. I'm going to align the right side edge of the foot with this clean cut edge of my fabric, and I'm going to go ahead and sew a couple stitches, straight stitches, without even worrying about this rolled hem portion of the foot. We're just going to grab onto the fabric with some threads basically. So I'll go ahead and do that now. Okay, I did 4 stitches. I'm going to go ahead and using the heel tap on my foot pedal, raise the needle, and then I'm using my freehand system. So with my right leg, I'm going to go ahead and raise the foot. Both of these features are going to make this much easier because you're going to have both hands available for this technique. So I want to keep hanging on to my thread tails, pull the work out, and I also want to hang on to these threads that are still attached to the machine. So holding all 4 of those, like so, I'm going to go ahead and gently start to thread my fabric into this rolled part of the foot. Now, it might take a little bit of practice, a little bit of wiggling. I think of it as like flossing my teeth. And once you've wiggled it in there and it looks about right and your fabric is close to the needle, you can go ahead, lower the foot, and I'm going to continue hanging onto these threads just as we get started. And with my right hand, I'm going to keep holding this roll. Think of it like a wave. You want to keep the crest of the wave consistent the whole time you're sewing. So here we go. All right, everything started, so I don't need to hold on to that anymore. I'm going to use my left hand just to gently guide the fabric and my right hand to keep that curl. As you approach the end, you might want to slow down because you're going to need to let go of that fabric, and just make sure you have the right amount to form your hem. Looking good here. Lift my needle, lift the foot once again. I'm going to go ahead and cut that off. Oh, and there we go. We've got a perfect, consistent, delicate hem. Looks great on both sides. Now, because of how I started this, there's a bunch of extra threads here at the beginning, but those can just be clipped away. And it still looks great. And then in my blog post, I am going to show you another technique to getting started. If you're finding that this isn't giving you a clean start, check the blog post for another way to try.